aka Geeks.
Hey everybody, welcome to aka Geeks, and this is Real News. I'm your host Sean. Let's just get into the big news of the week. Biggest news of the week. We talked about it a little bit on the podcast. Ben Affleck is no longer directing the movie The Batman. He still is set to star in it as Batman. He's still going to be an executive producer. He still wrote the script with Jeff Johns as well, but he's no longer going to be directing it. I don't think this is a great idea, really. I think Batman was one of, if not the best thing that came out of Batman vs. Superman, Ben Affleck's Batman. And I felt like with what he's been doing in all of his movies lately, we could have seen a very well directed, very well put together Batman movie. Also, it's come to light the last, I think today or yesterday, that now there is a rewrite being done on the script that Ben Affleck and Jeff Johns worked on together. It's being done by Chris Terrio. Chris Terrio also wrote the movie Argo, which Ben Affleck directed, won a lot of awards for, and he also wrote Batman vs. Superman. It seems to me that Warner Brothers can't do anything to help them get their head out of their ass. They have these properties that, from people that I talk to, are widely viewed as superior to Marvel versus Marvel. I've always been a Marvel guy myself. Even when I was a kid, I always liked reading the Marvel stuff. But a lot of people I talk to feel that the lore in DC is richer and better than Marvel. But for some reason, Warner Brothers, and when it comes to the DCEU, can't get their head out of their ass. And so we got debacles like this, where the film is supposed to start filming this year, and I think it's supposed to come out sometime next year. They're probably going to have to push it back to sometime the next year after that, 2019. And then on top of that, you just have everything that I spoke about a couple weeks ago, or last week, regarding Flash having a complete page one rewrite of the script. What the hell is WB doing? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you guys can help me figure that out. I'm worried about this movie a little bit now. I still am hopeful for it because it is Ben Affleck, and he did a great job with that role as Batman in Batman vs. Superman. But it's Warner Brothers is just, they are wearing me down with that hope, with that positive, that optimism that I have inside of me. Sticking in the DCEU, there's been some casting announcements that came out this week. Yahya Abdul-Mateen II and Nicole Kidman have been offered, and from what I've heard updated from different sources, that it's still an offer, and some sources have said it's completed, it's finalized, but they were offered roles in the Aquaman movie. Mateen would be playing Black Manta, and Nicole Kidman would be Atlana. Black Manta would be another type of villain in this film. You already have Patrick Wilson as the stepbrother, half-brother Orn. They gotta be careful with that. Maybe they're gonna introduce Orn, but not completely as a villain in this film, and they're gonna use Black Manta as the main antagonist in the film. Nicole Kidman, straight off some Oscar nominations, good cast in this film to play that motherly role of Atlana. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully they get their heads out of their asses and they don't allow this to become the cluster, that all their other movies are becoming essentially right now over at Warner Brothers when it's regarding the DCEU. Last bit of news before I jump into a little bit of a little thing that I want to do today is Lionsgate has hired Chad Stahelski. He's the other co-director of John Wick to develop and direct a new Highlander movie. This one would be taking place after the first one, I guess, and neglecting to even recognize Highlander 2 or I guess Highlander Endgame. And they want to continue from the first film and go from there. Chad Stahelski has said that he would like The Gathering he sees that going over the course of 3 films. Okay, so I am not a huge Highlander fan. I used to watch the TV show a bit, and I watched Endgame in theaters, but the first Highlander and Highlander 2, from what I hear, that one was terrible. The first one was awesome. I never really, I don't remember watching them all the way through. I remember seeing them bits and pieces, but never seen it in one fell swoop. So my knowledge is very limited, but this gets me excited though that they're going to try to jump back into that universe, because I did like the TV show when I was old enough to watch and understand, and I like the movie Endgame. So I'm really excited for this news. I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do with the Highlander universe and the Highlander franchise. Alright guys, so this is Friday, the Friday before the Super Bowl, and I usually write something up. Maybe it's after Super Bowl or before Super Bowl. I'm going to do a little bit of video this time. I want to do some Super Bowl predictions of what trailers we could possibly see at the Super Bowl during the commercials. I'm going to read off a list of movies that I think might have a teaser or a trailer of some sort at the Super Bowl. Alright, first off, Transformers: The Last Night, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Spider-Man: Homecoming, Justice League, Wonder Woman, The Mummy, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, Kong Skull Island, Ghost in the Shell, Alien Covenant, The Dark Tower, and Fate of the Furious. Now, two of those films I mentioned have already been announced, and they already have a little bit of a teaser out there for us right now, which is Transformers: The Last Night and Ghost in the Shell. Transformers: The Last Night, if you go look at the teaser right now, it says check back during the Super Bowl to see the extended version of it. And then Ghost in the Shell doesn't say anything of the sort. So Ghost in the Shell, it looks really cool. I like what I've seen so far of this new trailer, and I'm definitely excited to see what Scarlett Johansson can provide for that role, for that, in that character in that movie. So I really don't know much of the history of the manga and the anime regarding Ghost in the Shell, so I'm just going off of what I know with this film, and I like what I've seen so far. Transformers: The Last Night, the little snippet that they show you that came out the last, I think it was yesterday, it looks really good, and as its own solid little teaser trailer, it looks good. I like it. Will the movie be good? I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't repeat what it did the last time. Regarding some of these other films, these are all films that I think that could possibly have something there. Now, some are more likely than others. There are some movies that are coming out pretty soon. Kong Skull Island is in March. You also have Fate of the Furious in April. Those two are the closest to now films that are coming out. Fate of the Furious did drop a trailer of sorts a while back, but they've been radio silent since then, so I think this would be a good time for them to do that. Kong Skull Island has given us one big trailer that I can recall. If another one came out, I totally missed it. I think this would be a good opportunity for them to really put themselves on the map, especially being a big monster movie, to have a big influx of interest right before their film comes out. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. We've only seen a slight little teaser so far. I think this would be a great time for them to put out a full-length trailer. Super Bowl runtime for trailers, it's expensive, but this would be a point for this type of movie to put a trailer, because these movies make money. It's just like the Transformers movies. They don't have to be the best movies in the world. They get butts in seats. My dark horse out of all of this is The Dark Tower. This movie's coming out pretty soon this year, July 28th, and we haven't seen or heard anything of it. Over the last couple months, they've released a few set pictures here and there, but nothing substantial. So I think this could be the dark horse of all the movies I named, that there will be a trailer or a teaser, a snippet of some sort during the Super Bowl. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, that's something that I don't expect them to put anything out there, but it is pretty soon. It's coming out in May. If they did do something now, it would show even more of the story, and I'm at the point where I don't need any more trailers for this movie. Spider-Man: Homecoming, again, same thing. It's coming out in July, and with the last trailer, I felt like they did a really good job with it, especially with the international trailer too. It's like a bit of a dichotomy of what they showed in there and the tones of the two trailers. So we got a good, substantial piece of the film in those two trailers. I think now it would be really nice to see something from Spider-Man: Homecoming, but I don't. Those aren't my two heavy favorites to actually have something there. And lastly, if WB wants to get their heads out of their asses, like I said, they should put a trailer for Wonder Woman or Justice League somewhere in the Super Bowl. I think it's definitely needed for these two films to continue the goodwill, to try to help people ignore all the other garbage going on right now with the Flash and the Batman. Alright guys, what do you guys think of the movies that I picked? Let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys think before Sunday of what you think will actually be during the commercial breaks as well. Alright, let's jump into the trailer segment. There were 3 trailers this week that caught my attention. First off, it's the last Beauty and the Beast trailer. I am so psyched for this movie. I didn't need to see this trailer. I'm a little upset that I did watch it, because again, it's kind of, these trailers for Beauty and the Beast have been kind of recreating just exactly what the movie was before, and so I'm worried that they're showing the whole movie in this trailer. There was a couple points in this trailer that were new and I liked it, but they're not new enough to make me, oh my god, this movie's gonna be so different kind of new. There was a part where Gaston is talking, saying you're the most beautiful person ever, and he's talking to himself. So that was funny, and I like it, and I'm ready for this movie, but I don't want to see any more, and I kind of wish that I didn't see this trailer. The next one is called The Lost City of Z. It's based on a true story. Charlie Hunnam is in there, the lead role, and he's trying to find a lost city in the Amazon. This one looks really interesting. It is a period piece, so it has that nice older feel to it. I definitely like that. I like what's going on in this film. I like that Charlie Hunnam is branching out. So, and the last one was Fist Fight, the Red Band trailer. This one, now I've seen one or two. I've seen, I think, one of the trailers previous to this one, and it wasn't the Red Band, and I wasn't too impressed by it. But with this trailer, it totally kind of turned me around. I was watching it and it's like, holy cow, this actually has some fun to it. I did think that there was a lot of F-bombs in there, and that's not a bad thing. But if that's the only reason why it was a Red Band, and that's the only reason why this movie is going to be rated R, just because they drop a lot of F-bombs, but not because of other content, I'm going to be a little disappointed if it's just F-bombs. But this trailer was funny, and it did build up the laughs a little bit more than the last trailer. I'm looking forward to this movie. Don't know if I'll watch it opening weekend. Last but not least, let's jump into the in-theater segment. This week you have two movies that have caught my attention. First off is Rings. I talked about the trailer in the trailer segment a while back, and I always said that I would like to see where they go with this story from here in today's world. I don't know if I'm truly in love with it still, or interested in it as much as I was before, but I still have some interest in it. And I definitely, if I have someone to go with, I definitely would watch this film. I don't think I would watch this on my own volition in the theater. This is more of a red box film to me. The second film that's got my attention is called The Space Between Us. I like the setting and the plot of this film, but at the same time, I'm hearing terrible things about it. And so at that point, I definitely have to have all my thoughts about this film go with a big grain of salt. I hear it's pretty low on Rotten Tomatoes, and with that being said, I trust a lot of those people on Rotten Tomatoes. I am gonna still probably see this one when it's on Redbox, but now I have a big grain of salt with it. Alright guys, so remember to check out AKA Geeks on all of our social platforms. Remember to check out the podcast on iTunes, Spreaker, and Google Play. That's it for this week's episode of Real News. Remember to click the like, share, subscribe buttons down below. Leave your comments, questions, suggestions in the comment section. Let's have a great conversation about all the topics I spoke about today. Also, let me know what trailers you guys think are going to be shown during the Super Bowl. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.
AKA Geeks.